Hey everybody, Brenna Luke, Nebraska Home Sales. I'm here for another Monday Morning Minute, and this one's pretty special. We're meeting with Jan and Terry Gaber. They're actually realtors with Nebraska Home Sales. And while it's not doing me any favors, I just needed to pay them some tribute because they've been in the business a long time and they have a lot to teach. They've taught me a ton, and they have a lot to teach others. So we just want to spend some time with them this morning and hear about how they got started and how they've been so successful. I'm going to turn it over to Jan and Terry right now. And if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments.
Go. Hi, I'm Jan Gaber.
And I'm Terry Gaber.
We've been married for 54 years and been doing real estate for probably 40 of them. We had other lives before we got into real estate.
Jan was a registered nurse, and I was an engineer.
Mm-hmm.
And Jan's back started bothering her back in 1978, so she thought she would try a different profession, and real estate seemed to suit her just fine.
And I've had fun ever since. When I first got my license, I said to Terry, maybe you'd like to do this too. And he says, oh, no. He was busy and everything. And so then he said, but there's one catch. We're not buying a house every 6 months.
Yeah.
So
how'd that go over?
that went over real fine. I never said a thing for 2 years. Then Terry got his license. And he would only be part-time because he still had a full-time job and everything. But I had him go with me to preview a house one weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And the people were coming in from out of town. And I said, let's just go run through that house. He said, okay. So we get over there. I said, no, won't work for him. I've worked with him before, and this won't work.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, he just got his license last week from this. So we're pulling out of the driveway, going to the next house. And he said, well, what's wrong with that house? I said, honey, it just won't work for these people.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, well, I meant for us. I said, for us? The ink was not dry yet on his license, and he found us a house. We ended up buying it and lived there 17 years.
Wow.
And it was a great house for us, 5 bedrooms. Each one of our kids had their own bedroom, and we had an office besides, and so it worked out great.
Yeah.
I do think after all these years that we've been in real estate, that we still enjoy first-time home buyers a lot.
I think one of the other things I really enjoy about first-time home buyers, or at least a lot of them, they may have a younger child. And if you ever want to see enthusiasm, it's very contagious with those younger children. And they love looking at houses for a while.
Yeah.
They do have a limit. But each client is different and special. And you develop a relationship with them and you think you're going to keep in touch forever.
Yeah.
Everybody's busy, and unfortunately that doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. One of the things I have noticed, though, in the years that we've been selling real estate, there's a number of people we have sold to that have entered the business, just like you, Brenna. And it just kind of makes you feel good to think that they too thought it would be a good business, and it is. You can work it as hard or as little as you want. If you just tell the truth, you don't have to remember what you said. And also then, you can have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We have found out over the years too that a lot of, especially young first-time home buyers, like to bring their families along. And we've had 3 or 4 different families with one couple coming through a home. There would be 2 sets of parents and 2 sets of grandparents and brothers and sisters, and we think that's great because we always say that as many eyes as you can see on a home makes a good purchase.
Yeah. Anything else you absolutely love about your jobs?
People. We
People
love
in general.
we love people. That's why we're in it.
And it does give you an opportunity to spend some time with people. Between today, things have modernized and text takes over a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I still like a phone call if that's something you want to discuss or whatever.
Yeah.
I like to have you feel free to call anytime.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy the modern technology we have today. When we first started the business, you would hand carry all the contracts, drive around the city and hand carry them.
Yeah.
Today's modern e-signatures are just absolutely great. Texting, the whole schmear. It's
Well, and access to listings now, right?
yeah,
There's no
yeah.
books you have to
Right,
carry around.
no
Oh,
books
yeah,
that are
yeah.
outdated.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Talking about carrying around, the first cell phone was actually about the size of a brick.
Yeah.
And one day I got out of the car, and I was still in the car, I guess, and Terry got out with our clients and was walking up to the door. And then I said, "Oh, I guess I can talk and walk."
Yeah.
And I looked at the guy and I said, "We're all in trouble now."
Yeah. Yeah. I just wanted to thank Jan and Terry again. Like Jan mentioned, they did help my husband and I sell a home and buy a home about 4 years ago, maybe.
You guys are great clients.
Oh, well, thanks. It was fun. It was really fun. We were selling our very first starter home and moving and upgrading because our kids got very large all of a sudden. So they helped us and it was exciting. And so, of course, when I thought about going into real estate, they were the first persons I called. So, again, thank Jen and Terry for their time today and for helping me along the way and for all the work that they've given to Nebraska Home Sales as well. They are what make the company great. So thanks for joining us again. We'll see you next week.